Hello, and welcome to this final boss fight livestream of Arkham Horror.
Dun, dun, dun.
My name is John, and I am still playing the role of Jenny Barnes, the dilettante, because it's a fun character to play. We're back for some more Arkham Horror, and I am joined by Jeff.
Hello, I am playing Zoe Samaras, the chef.
Who is still just a chef.
Just a chef,
And
yes.
nothing more.
Nothing more. Take no notice of that knife or that blood-splattered apron she's wearing.
I mean, the knife is perfectly ordinary for a...
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, if you're butchering or doing anything like that, blood and knives make sense.
Tanny will be joining us shortly, as they have just been tidying up, finishing off some stuff for Milo's cosplay. Exciting times, y'all.
MCM hype.
MCM's real soon.
Yes, come along to see what it looks like.
And Ben is here, and he is currently playing the in-debt college professor stroke reporter Rex Murphy, who is down on his luck, but so good at finding clues that hopefully he can work out where the hell we are.
Hang on, I don't like the sound of this character. Can I choose another one?
I mean, literally, your only other option is homeless man with a dog.
To be fair...
Which, to be fair, from the description, Rex Murphy is only a little bit away from. He just doesn't have a dog.
This time, nothing will stop me from getting to the truth.
Now, Jeff,
Hello.
between the two of us, we need to try and remember what happened last time.
Well, I've got my notes here from previous sessions,
So I will start trying, and if I get things wrong...
How far back can you remember, is the question.
I can remember that we were on a hill last time.
We were on a hill last time.
And we fought our way to the top of said hill.
We did.
And we fought some horrible gribbly monsters and cultists at the top of said hill.
We did.
And then a fracture opened in time and space, and we went, let's stick our heads in that.
We did.
And now we're somewhere, and some went.
Now we're somewhere else. It's almost like we're lost in time and space.
This just sounds like something Riordan would do on a weekend.
So, here we go. Lost in time and space. Passing through the gate is unlike anything you've ever experienced. You feel your body twisting and distorting, churning through realities as the gate pulls you to its ultimate destination, a place beyond the scope of human imagination. Suddenly, all is quiet, and the chaos of the journey is replaced with a sense of solitude and dread. You are in an unfathomable place, vast beyond your ability to reason and utterly alien besides. The landscape is surreal and strange, the architecture impossible. You are so far from home that home has become a threadbare dream you can barely recall. Even should you find a way out of this awful place, you may never be the same again.
Hey Jeff.
Hi.
Why the fuck did we come here?
It seemed there's a big hole in the sky. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
I thought it was for a picnic.
Yeah. So we have an agenda deck and an act deck. So in general, we want to progress the act deck
Before we progress the agenda deck.
Before we progress the agenda deck. So
which do we read first?
Agenda first.
Do you want to read the agenda and I'll read the act?
I'll read agenda. All is one. Pathways of sound and colour extend for an eternity in all directions, dotted with impossible architecture and overgrown with alien wildlife. The lines between objects are jagged and shifting, and your skin feels as if it were inside out.
Why did we come here?
After your move to location by an encounter card effect, take 1 horror.
Why did we come here?
Act deck.
Out of this world. Somehow you must find your way across this alien landscape in order to find the nexus that was described in old Whately's tome. Oh, that's why we came here.
That's why we came here.
Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose a location discarded by this effect, and resolve its revelation ability.
And to progress this act, we have to find 8 clues. It's 2 times the number of investigators. That's 8 clues. And the agenda advances in 4 turns. 4 doom, 4 turns.
Yes, so, Jeff, we need to discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck.
Not yet.
That's what it says we do, isn't it? Or is that an action?
That's an action.
That is an action we can take at any time as one of our 3 actions on the turn.
Yes. So
no.
So Ben, on your card, you might see an arrow. That means that you can spend an action to do that action. If there's a little circle on it, that means it's a triggered action. It's a reaction. If it's got a little lightning bolt, you can use it any time. So your card has got
okay. After you succeed at a skill test by 2 or more, while investigating, discover 1 clue at your location. Yep. That's the little circle one.
Yeah. Another dimension. You gape in disbelief at the swirling colours and alien angles surrounding you. This is true madness.
Unfettered by reality.
Let's investigate this location, shall we?
Sure, why not?
That sounds like a good idea.
So it has a shroud value of 6. Force.
Excellent. And 0 clues, so...
And 0 clues. When a location leaves play, move each investigator and unengaged enemy at that location to another dimension. Cannot be cancelled.
So basically we don't just get lost in other dimensions. Like, if a dimension goes away for whatever reason, we don't just die horribly, we just come back here.
And we take 1 horror at the same time.
Because you get moved by the effect of a location.
Yes. So,
excellent.
I'm seeing no clues here. We need to go and find some...
I'm seeing no clues, but also no other locations, Jeff.
No. Maybe the cards at the top have some way of... We can do that?
Well, the event, the act deck says we can discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose a location discarded by this effect, and resolve its revelation ability.
Yep,
so who wants to go first?
Would you like to go first?
Sure, why not? Can I do the thing I said?
You can do the thing you said.
So this is the encounter deck, isn't it?
That is the encounter deck, yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Let's see what we got.
That was the wrong button. Boop, boop, boop. I got a collapsing reality, which is a hazard. That's not a location. A Yithian observer. That's a monster. That's not a location. And a tear through space.
Okay, so
that is a location.
That is a location.
So
and
we can discard the other 2.
The other 2 can go away forever, please.
Hooray!
Tear through space can come down here.
Revelation. Put tear through space into play.
Hello.
I'm here. I'm in game. I'm soon to be in game.
Hey, Tiny.
I'm here to...
No, let me ping you in.
I'm trying. It's just loading.
So...
You have crunchies.
At the end of the round... At the end of the round, we can either place a doom on tear through space, which will advance the agenda quicker, or we can discard it. But there is only 1 clue here.
I just want to a game.
Shall we just discard it?
It's not the end of the turn yet.
Yeah.
We should go there and investigate it.
So 1 clue appears on there.
We should go there, investigate it, and leave. Which means that somebody else should do it, because I can go there and investigate it, but I can't leave it again.
Okay, hold on.
If I go there and investigate it, I could get the clue, but then I would get a horror by being forced back through reality.
It's still your go. You can. How do you want to finish up your other 2 actions?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 of my resources to put out my liquid courage and just like, hey, I brought this with me, guys.
Ah, she's got booze.
I got booze.
Gimme.
And then...
investigate your location to heal 1 horror. I think that would come in very useful.
Yeah. And then also, because I can do this as well.
She's in. They're in.
Tanny,
I'm still.
Red.
go red.
Ah, what? This is weird.
Yay.
Everything's still blank. Okay.
It'll
Just-
loaded.
no.
I'm
What was your?
also, third action is going to be to play the emergency cache.
Half the stuff's- Oh, wait.
Do you want some help there?
Well, I don't know what happened there.
How many should you have?
I spent 1,
And you're getting 3.
and I'm getting 3. I don't know.
No.
Jeff, can you deal with this
I can
one that is
try.
not on?
I can try and deal with that.
So I should have had 4.
Plus
So I
5, you should have
should
7.
7.
It's gone.
So that
And
is
the next one. 6. Welcome, Tanny.
I felt like I'm in John's house or something because the atmosphere looked like.
It's not bad,
I'm
is
not
it?
kidding.
we really should.
Honestly, look like John's.
I wonder if
I
I
mean,
could.
it's a little bit, but
I really wonder if I could model the kitchen table into this.
That'd be quite
But the
interesting.
thing is, the only problem is that if someone finds out what it looks like, they're more likely will come after to you where your house is and burgle you. I'm not kidding.
Alright.
They have done
you should
that.
flip the table.
Okay, so that is my turn done. I will flip
So
me
forget.
over. And now
So, it's one of us.
it is
So, Tanny,
I'm
up to
tiny.
you.
the situation is we found. Oh, this is nice. Rex and Ash Campita playing together.
Oh.
But
We found one location. It has one clue on it, but it will disappear at the end of the round. So, one of us has to go there, grab the clue, and get away again.
Which is doable because you can do 3 things in a turn.
Ash Campita, however, is particularly suited for this, where you are, Tanny, because you have a dog.
I have a dog.
You have a dog on the mat in front of you,
Has dog.
and your dog will
Wait,
allow
what
you
is-
to move,
Oh yeah, Duke.
Duke, to move and investigate at the same time.
Dookie. Where is
Yep.
Dookie now?
Would you like to use Duke to
I
sniff
will
out the clue?
I will do that. I have
Okay.
no idea what's going on.
Okay, so on your turn you have 3 actions.
Don't let them know.
Don't worry. To be fair, with this particular adventure, I have very little clue what's going on. I've been playing since the start. We just kind of, at the end of the last game, we found a big hole in reality and went, let's go through.
So you got your counter on the table here, Tanny.
That me?
Yep.
This is you.
So, this is you
I
down
need to
here.
get closer.
Press Z to get
This
closer.
one here. This one here. There we go.
This one that
Damn,
we're
I'm
all
lost.
stroking.
Stroking you. We're all stroking you right now.
Gosh, I can make him please.
So if you
Never
want to
been
use
pleased by-
if you want to use Good Boy to get the clue, move your token over to the tear through space.
So just do this.
Yep. Yep. And we're going to make a skill test. So on your character card over the right, you've got values: head, book, fisty fisty, and footy footy.
But that doesn't matter because with Duke, you investigate with a base book skill of 4.
Yep.
Where? I don't see it.
Over here. WASD to move back.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then if you hold down Alt, it will bring
Oh.
up a big version of the card that you can see.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. So to make skill tests, you have a value. Your base value there for book is 2, but Duke gives you a base book value of 4 because Duke is a good boy.
Because Duke is sniffing it out.
And up
Come here, boy. We got work to do.
where my hand is what is called the chaos bag. So to make a skill test, you have your value that you're trying to test against, in our case book, and you have a chaos bag. You need to draw 1 token from the chaos bag,
It's this
that's
book
okay.
here.
and that will add
Fine.
something to your value, to your score, and that's your final score.
How the? Just click on it.
Click on
Right
it
click.
and then move away from it. Like
Or
drag
right
something
click.
out of it.
Or right click and press draw. Right click to get a. Right click and press draw. That'd be easier, I think. And it is.
Oh.
Put it on the table. Just grab it. It's a skull. -1 for each extra dimensional location in play. How many is that?
One.
1. So -1. So that's 4 minus 1.
Is 3.
Is 3 better than 1?
Yes.
Tanny, you've got
Amazing.
our first clue.
Welcome to Maths with Final Boss Fight. You will learn about how numbers are bigger than other numbers.
I never signed up to be educated.
That's your first action.
Educated.
So for action 1, Ash, Cam, Pete, and Duke go, tear and hold in space. Oh, look at this.
Action 2, they may want to move back to. You may want to move back to another dimension, because that tear through space is about to close.
I'm gonna put myself back. Boink.
Action 3, there's several options. If you look at your hand cards, and they will have little costs in the top left corner. You have little boxes on the sheet in front of you. That's your money. So you can play a card from your hand. It will be called an asset, and you can pay the cost to put the card down, if you wish to, or you can draw a card from your hand to your hand, or you can do this. Or you can do the special action, which means discard the top 3 cards. This is a difficult scenario to start with, actually, to be honest. First game.
Well,
I mean, hey, we've dropped people into all of the situations with 0 training, so why not this one too?
We had the train that got sucked into an interdimensional point.
We've not seen AG again since that game, did we?
No.
I think we left him in the...
Yeah.
Well, I'll say what I've got currently. I have I can't see the actual pay. I can't see the actual...
Press...
What do I press?
Like, hover over it and press Alt.
Hover over it and press Alt.
So I've got deduction, newspaper, fire axe, laboratory assistant, and knife. Oh, Jesus Christ, that knife does not look good.
I mean, a knife, a fire axe, or a lab assistant all sound like they might come in handy if you can pay for them.
Is the in the top left corner of the newspaper, there's a little thing. It says event or asset. Which is it? Does it say asset? Or
That's an asset.
So that could give you a bonus as well.
You get +2 whenever this book. You look at book symbol. While investigating, if you have no clue.
You have clues now, so that's not going to be much help.
Do
you feel like?
Also, what newspaper are you picking up at this? Like,
Arkham Advertiser. It's the Arkham Advertiser from
the Arkham Advertiser has some really good news stories about this other dimension.
Well, to be fair, Rex Murphy is here with us.
But he's not written it yet.
Laboratory assistant is your maximum hand size is increased by 2 while checking your hand size during the upkeep thing. After a laboratory space, draw 2.
Ooh.
Or
it's the fire axe, which you spend resources to get bonuses to attack, or the
if you have no
knife.
resources in your resource pool, this attack deals 1+ damage. During an attack, use fire axe, spend 1 resource, you get +2. I don't know what fighting symbol for the skill test.
Punchy punch.
Limited 3 times per attack.
That could be useful. How much? I'd suggest the fire axe. The fire axe could be really useful.
I don't goddamn know. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'd say it's either going to be the fire axe knife. I think I'd say the fire.
Yeah.
You got a little slot here, a little hand slot here. Yep. And how much is that? That is
1.
1. So if you click it twice, it'll disappear.
Or explode.
God.
Or explode. I don't know. It does.
Make a bing.
Does the exploding sometimes, apparently.
Alright, so we've got 1 clue out of... We need 8 clues, so...
Let's flip over Ashcan Pete, because that's his turn done.
His turn is finished. I'm going to go... I'll go next. I will do the axe thing and try and spawn another location.
I need to change that icon, really, for Steam.
Then...
Visions of the Future's Past, Yithian Observer, or Offer of Power.
Nothing.
Hey, I want to look at those.
Yeah, you can right-click and search the deck and you can see what's in it.
Well, I mean, you can do it again.
I'm going to do it again.
I mean, I guess that this is quite a big encounter deck.
We got one. We got another tear through space.
Yay!
I'm having
Hooray.
trouble with this. God damn.
Conglomeration of spears can go bye-bye.
Very low.
And the interstellar traveler can feck off as well.
So that's my second action. I'm not going to move to that thing because that is going to go away at the end. I am going to put down... Right, so how many people are there in this otherworldly dimension?
I mean, in another dimension, there's currently 4.
Well, say hello to my good buddy, Brother Xavier.
Hi, Xavier.
You get +1. You get +1 willpower, +1 head.
Ah.
Brother Xavier may be assigned damage and/or horror dealt to other investigators at your location.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Reaction: when Brother Xavier is defeated, deal 2 damage to an enemy at your location.
Hey, I like him.
I like him.
Oh,
That is the end of my turn.
Was he? Is he someone we picked up from like the last group of cultists we defeated?
I think he's from this expansion actually. So I think we just met him wandering around, and he said, "Oh, hi guys, I'll join you."
Oh, hi! I'm in this other dimension as well. Fuck it, I'll come along.
Ben, Rex Murphy.
yes.
We've got
I
another
think
clue
I
there.
probably need to take a look at something.
Cool. So it'll be move, investigate, then move back. I think is going to be the outcome of this.
Okay, jumping over to investigate.
Yep.
How do I investigate?
So you have the little 4 numbers there. Head is 3 because 4, fist is 2, foot is 5.
So
Investigate-
your investigating skill is book.
And the number you have to beat for the skill check is the black number on the location.
Which is 1.
And you have 4.
I have 4.
Just realised that John's a lady.
In your cards.
Yeah, I'm Jenny.
that's my character.
Yes.
You can either if you think you can do it with that, or if you want to, you can play cards from your hand, which have little book symbols in the top left corner to help boost that.
Tanny, I'm a rich girl with guns and money.
You don't have to do so. But
For
you
the
can.
sake
No,
I do
Jeff
have
and you
a,
are good.
Yeah.
I do have an opportunist, which I have no idea what it does. It has a little question mark instead.
Question mark means you can use it for any skill check.
Because it
Oh,
says commit to a skill test you are performing. If you succeed by 3 or more, return the opportunist to your hand after the skill test, instead of discarding it.
That's good. So, yep, you can play that if you wish.
Ah, I've lost everything. Oh, no, it's all back again. Either that or I could do the perception, in which case, if the test is successful, I draw a card.
Yep. Or you've got your higher education as well, which means spend 1 resource, you get +2 for the skill test.
If there are 5 or more heart cards in your hand, which there currently are, as long as you don't commit anything.
So long as I don't do what
As long as you don't put any of the cards down, you can use higher education to get yourself a +2. Because higher education requires you to have 5 or more cards in your hand.
Well, at the moment, I don't even need the +2, do I?
No.
You're going to draw a token from the chaos bag, and that will either have a +0, horrible symbols, or minuses, and the minus goes down to -5. So it's very unlikely, but you could draw a -5. You could also draw an auto fail, but you could draw a -5.
In which case, I reckon that probably the best option would be using the opportunities.
You've got resources. You could use opportunist would give you. Was that giving you 1 question mark?
It gives you 1 question mark, yes.
If I may, higher education will give you 2 extra book if you use it.
Okay, so
And you can use it as many times as you like.
okay, I'll use the higher education then.
You can use it 1, 2, or 3 times. Right now, you can use it 1, 2, or 3 times.
I'll only use it once. I think I only need to use it once.
Okay, click the resource twice, and it will disappear. It will go to. So
There it
you're
is.
now
It's done.
+2, so that's 6 versus it's 1.
Yes.
So
Draw.
over here is the chaos
Right-click,
bag.
Shuffle, and draw 1, 2.
Shuffle and then
Draw.
This is really weird.
Shuffle.
I'm just like, it's like you're like
Draw.
little hands like you're just running towards the
Yeah.
book.
Something happened.
I don't think it did. Right click and press draw.
Right click.
On
draw.
the bag. Yeah, that's it. And put that down
On the bag.
And
I
then
thought you
Oh,
meant a
you've
box.
done it now.
Okay, got -4.
Put it on the table. Let's see. -4. So you're
So-
down to 2.
But 2 is still a success. It
This
doesn't
is
beat
my
it by
next.
3, so Opportunist would have gone away.
Ah,
But
oh, fancy that.
you get the clue.
You get the
Hooray!
clue. And for your next move, come back here.
Okay, back I come.
So that's the end of the round.
Technically, it's a monster phase now, and there's no monster board.
All the monsters
Hooray.
move. So that's the end of the round.
Upkeep phase. So
Monsters.
everybody flip your counters back to their coloured
Well, no,
side.
at the end of the round, these go away.
They go away, so they can go discarding.
F
What?
to flip.
That's it.
Yep, F to flip it.
F to flip your tokens over.
And everybody draw a card from your deck and click a new resource.
What? Wait.
Oh,
Wait,
and
what
then
did
click
this?
what's on the resource.
Right click and draw. Right click and draw from your deck. That's it. And
Oh,
click a new resource onto your yep. And click a new
Okay.
resource.
Oh wait, I
Yep.
get 2 new resources, don't I?
Yeah,
Because I am Jenny Barnes, rich girl, somehow still getting my pocket money in this extra-dimensional space.
I
Well,
got
Daddy
it.
loves you.
Thank you, Daddy's credit card.
Right. And that's the
John saying daddy is just so weird.
Whoa,
the
do you
end of
not
the
like
round.
his daddy?
I like my daddy.
And now, bad
Oh,
things.
do you like your sugar daddy, John?
I'm gonna wait until you guys.
No
finish.
comment.
He didn't deny it. John
At
has
the-
a daddy.
At the end of the round, or at the start of this upkeep, at the end of the upkeep phase, a Doom token goes on the agenda.
Technically, it's the start of the Mythos phase, which is the start of the new turn. So,
Doom.
Doom has gone on the agenda.
1 is less than 4.
Yep. And now,
Is it? Damn
yes,
it.
funny.
Maths.
And now, starting with John, we each draw a card from the encounter deck, and we deal with it.
So, my card from the encounter deck is Terror from Beyond.
Okay.
Oh shit.
It is a peril.
Oh, that means you have to decide yourself, and we can't talk. We can't talk to you about it.
Choose one of the following
Yeah.
card types. Each player must discard each card in his or her hand. If this is not the first copy... Well, this is the first copy, so that's fine.
So you have to choose asset, event, or skill.
I am going to say... Asset.
Ah. friggin'
John?
frack.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry.
So
Wait, do I have
everybody,
to discard
everybody
mine as well?
discard your assets.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
so-
it's not my fault. It's this Terror
Is
from
that-
Beyond.
Right clicking or just throwing them on the table?
Just drag them. Just drag them. If you put them next to your deck.
Oh, crying out loud.
So we just had our hands utterly hosed.
Take them away. Take
So-
them away.
On the plus side, guys, I didn't have any assets.
Can I get rid of this? The fire axe.
Whoopie doopie
Right.
doopie.
No, you keep that. That's been. It's only if it's in your hand. You have to get rid of it.
How do I get rid of this lot?
I had to get rid of.
Just drag.
asses.
Just
I like my asses.
yeah, and just put them next to your deck here. Yep.
Bollocks.
Boo.
Sorry,
I got
guys.
one card.
We'll
Suck
go
a dick.
clockwise. I'll go next. Steps. Oh, it's an extra dimensional one.
Put Steps
That-
of
Yeah.
Yggdrasil into play, then draw the topmost Madness card in your discard pile.
I don't have any madness cards in my discard
Me
pile.
neither. Good.
Ooh.
When you would leave the Steps of Yggdrasil, test your mind. If you fail, shuffle Steps of Yggdrasil into the encounter deck instead of moving to your original location.
Ooh.
Oh.
So that's not going away at the end of the turn. That can stay there.
As long as nobody leaves it.
I don't want to leave.
Um,
Okay.
Ben, would you like to draw a card from the encounter deck?
No, but I will.
And now place it
Okay.
down. And we've found an arcane barrier attached to your location.
So is that attached to our location?
Yeah, just as long as it's near our location.
As an additional
revelation
cost,
attached to your location. As an additional cost. To move into or out of the attached location, test your mind, or, if successful, discard Arcane Barrier. Otherwise, you must either cancel the effects of the move or discard the top 5 cards of your deck.
This is what screwed us on the train.
yep,
So, yeah.
That just stays.
that stays here.
I was going to say, who's putting that on this?
Tanny, would you like to draw a card from the encounter deck? The answer is
Ah!
no.
Drop. The fuck did I? Oh, yeah.
You found a Yithian Starseeker.
Ooh!
Spawns in another dimension.
Oh, it's here.
It's where we are, guys.
So it's going to engage somebody.
It looks fancy. Is that? Oh my god.
Retaliate.
Fuck,
When
it's
Yithian Starseeker attacks an investigator with more than 10 cards in his or her discard pile, place 1 Doom on Yithian Starseeker. So it's
I think we're lucky.
So who's it going to attack?
It's going to attack one of us.
But who?
I think we can choose.
What it?
Well, Ashcan Pete has a fire axe.
Ashcan Pete does have a fire axe. That would be very useful in attacking. How much? It takes 4 damage.
Do they still have a fire axe?
Yeah.
It's a fire
Wasn't
axe.
that an asset?
Yeah, but
It was only in their hand.
It's only from their hand. What's its thingies like?
So we had to get rid of everything from our hands. Wasn't that right?
Yeah, but the fire axe wasn't in their hand.
Yeah, it was still,
right, I
it
see.
was in play currently. This is currently in play by the looks of it.
Ah, handy.
I will take it.
You gonna take it?
I will take it.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your plan for this? For dealing with it?
I can run away from it and punch it in the back when I do.
Okay. So Mythos phase is completed.
How much health does it have? 2.
4.
4.
It's 4 health.
That's the middle grade bar one, isn't it?
Yep. It's got 5 evade.
That's nice.
So who would like to go?
Table.
So who wants to go first? I've got. I might be able to. I should be able to deal with that arcane barrier because my head willpower is quite good.
Yeah, if you want to do that,
That's good.
that will free up our 2 investigators who can investigate things to go and investigate things.
Okay, so my first action is go attempt to the steps of
Yahar.
I'm going to play my guts card, which gives me +2 to my head.
Pardon me, I apologize.
Stay
I
back.
have-
I'll handle this.
+1 head from Brother Xavier. So my willpower is 7, and I need to beat 4.
That's pretty good going. Come on, Jeff.
It's a -1.
That is that is still numbers.
So Arcane Barrier can go bye-bye. And I am now over here.
Do you want to try and investigate?
Yes, because I can't use that one here really. What's the thingy on it? The thingy on it is 3.
Shroud.
Three shroud. I can spend 2 resources. I can't spend 2 resources. I could if I level it up. 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 3. It's risky, so I'm going to. My second action is going to be to take another resource. Then I'm going to pay those 2 resources to use my keen eye and get +1 lore, +1 book. So my book is now 5. My book is now 4. I'd tell like 3. Sorry, 3. Yep.
Your book is definitely one number somewhere around there.
Yep. My book is now 3. I'm going to play Evidence, which has 2 book tokens on it. So that is now 5 versus its 3. Come on, investigate.
No.
3 versus 3. I has a clue. And that is my turn done. So if you guys want to come over here and clean up the rest, be amazing.
So, do either of you think you can deal 2 damage to this ugly, horrible creature that is currently trying to eat my face?
You choose to do the thing, so I'm just gonna let you know.
I mean, if either of you could deal 2 damage to it, I can kill it this turn.
I can probably deal it 2 damages.
If you have no resources in your resource pool, the sack deals +1 damage. Tanner, you could very well do damage to it with your fire axe if you start spending resources on it.
I can do that. Let's do it.
So,
Ooh, sure.
so spend
I just
if
want-
you. Yep, just click it twice, and another one. So that fight is during attack using a fire axe.
Ah!
So your attack is currently, because you're using Ashcan Pete for this, your attack is currently, what's this one's 3. Spend more resources. Your attack is 6. I tell a lie. You spent 2 resources.
I'm gonna fight it.
Fight
I'm
it.
gonna fight
If you miss, John takes the damage.
How do
I-
I fucking do it?
Really appreciate it if you don't miss.
Draw
How
from
do
the
I
chaos.
miss?
Draw from the chaos book again.
Swing in the wing, swing in the wing, swing in the wing, 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 wing.
+1.
So, 7 versus 3 is 7 a higher number than...
It is.
I think so.
I kill? Do I hit? Do I kill?
You hit, you deal damage. You don't
Murder.
So
You damn.
you can either attempt to do the same thing again, or you can go and... Well, technically, you could swing and do the same thing again, and then move with Duke.
If you do the same thing again, because you used all your, if you use all your resources, you get the +1 damage on it. So if I would suggest using that other resource before you show that.
I did the. I just took 2 resources out,
Okay, that's fine. So that's
and there's the problem.
So, cool.
ah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
1 resource left. Does that? Can I do anything?
You could
Yeah.
try and swing it. You could try and swing it again, but if you use that resource, you get +1 damage on it. You could. Kill.
I would suggest that you can either do that, or just go and investigate with Duke and try and get the clues.
That as well.
Because Duke...
Yeah, I just smack.
Duke
Yeah,
allows
no,
you. Duke allows you to move and investigate, so you can go and get a clue.
What do I do then? Just spend another resource and then.
No, you don't need to spend a resource for this. That's Duke's ability, so you can just move to where I am
I'm just gonna go over here. Doink.
and investigate with Duke. So that's a 4 versus
4 versus 3.
And I've got to draw from the book again.
Yes.
Yep. So
Lauren.
shuffle.
Bollocks.
No.
So
0.
4 versus 3. 4 is higher than 3. You get a clue.
Whee!
Yes, give me clues.
Clue is coming.
Give me clues now.
And then that is Ashcan Pete's turn.
And we're halfway there through the first act.
Hey.
So it's
So
down to you guys now.
No.
shall I go next, Ben, or do you want to go?
Sorry,
I don't mind. Do you feel it or shall I feel it?
Do
Oh.
it, do it.
I'll go.
You go.
I'll
You
go.
You I trust you. I'm just gonna play with Tanny's hand here.
Cool. So first up, I'm gonna spend 2 resources to play elusive.
If you do, he will take a swing at you.
Like,
Attack
it's a-
opportunity.
It's a fast action
Never mind.
to disengage from an enemy engaged with me.
Never mind. Carry on. I did look up that rule as well. Thank you.
Ah!
So that goes back to the location and rotates to be exhausted.
So for that's my first action. Is apparently I ended up here. I didn't fully mean to do that.
Fine, there's a way you can
Whoops.
flick people.
That's okay.
Huh.
Hi,
Tempting. No.
I'm here now.
Didn't mean to be.
I didn't mean to be here. I hoped I would be over there still, but apparently that's not a thing.
You
Kill
could
the
move
thing.
back.
I could
but-
attempt to move back, but that means I'd need to do a head check, and my head isn't great.
I got an interesting thing called restraint and it's got 2 hearts on it as an achievement.
Ooh.
What?
I think that's that you have played for a while without flipping the table yet.
Oh.
So
Wait, I didn't get that.
that's your first action.
Yeah,
No,
longer.
that's not even an action.
That's not even an action, I just did that.
Yeah, so you got 3 actions still.
I don't know what to do now, because I had another thing to do over there. But I'm here now, and not there.
Well, we can save that guy till later because we're coming back here, so
I
we can
can't.
save
Yeah.
that till later.
I'm gonna trigger the thing and see if I can find us another location.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
See what we got.
I got a tear in space, a vast expanse, and an offer of power.
Okay, so
Oh, the offer of power, please. Offer will to live.
So the only place is a tear through space.
but that links to the another dimension, not to the one where we are. So you've got to go back that way anyway.
And that has a
I'm a
clue
snack.
on it.
That's your first action.
Okay, can I do anything to...
No, you can't.
Probably can't actually, to be honest.
You can only try.
I go eat food now.
Oh.
I have food.
No.
You could trigger the thing 2 more times.
Do you want to hide pigeons really weird?
Hmm. So that'd be I'm just doing some.
Quick
So
maths.
the wiggly line, Jeff. That means I can trigger it multiple times.
You can trigger it anytime you like and multiple times.
Excellent.
So if you wish to, you could stack all those 7 resources on it and get plus 21 on your intelligence.
Okay. I am going to. I have a 3 in book.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 4 resources to give
That
myself
Plus
a
6.
+6 to book. That gives me a 9 to book.
Yes.
I'm then going to play my card here that says double or nothing.
Oh.
It gives me a +1 to any skill that I commit this check to. So I have a +10 to book. But
Oh, I see where you're going.
I double the difficulty of this skill test, so this Shroud of 3 becomes a Shroud of 6.
Indeed.
If I am successful, I resolve the effects of the successful test twice. Because I'm a gambler.
So you could sweep up both clues.
That's my plan.
So it's 10 versus 6 now.
10 versus
You could
6.
play another couple of resources to boost that up to 13, just to be sure. Absolutely, definitely.
Oh, sod it, let's do that. 13 versus 6. 14
Never
versus
mind.
6.
So that is 2 clues
Huh.
for you. So we are at 6 clues at the moment.
So, cool. That's,
That's your second action. That's your first action.
no, that was the second one.
What was the first
The
action?
first one I found that tear in time and space.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
So,
that's your second action.
That's 2.
That's a really powerful card.
That was a fun turn so far. Let's see how it goes going forward.
What do you want to do now for your next
I mean, the
action?
thing is, I could try to just go back to the other dimension. But if I go back and fail the head test, you guys
We'll-
take horror.
Yes, everybody takes horror
Except for Ben.
except for Ben.
Yeah.
But you do have liquid courage.
I do have alcohol, so I can fix your horror by just giving you a swift drink.
I have a dog. Can I fix my horror by petting the dog?
You can feed the boost to the dog.
The dog could take the horror for you.
The dog assets. Some assets have little like hearts and brains at the bottom. They can take damage in place of. So if you felt so inclined, Duke could take 2 damage and 3 horror before he is no longer able to do anything.
I get the feeling that that was worse than the alcohol.
My dog.
Hey-oh, Kodab Games.
Ooh.
Uh,
So,
I'm just going to draw a card,
okay.
because that's a thing I can do, and oh boy,
You just weakness, didn't you?
I just weaknessed. Hey guys, I'm a hypochondriac now.
Add hypochondriac to your
no.
threat area. After you take 1 or more damage, take 1 direct horror.
Hey,
2
so
actions to discard it.
I'm a hypochondriac now, and if I take damage, I get fear. That was a less fun end to the turn. Going pretty well, thank Kodab.
Ben, this is your turn, and you could do, and I think you might be the same as your first turn, actually.
I'm gonna move over here, and then I think.
How
I'm gonna
are you
use-
doing, Kodab?
I'm gonna use perception card here to give me 2 extra book.
Cool.
So there we go. I gain 2 extra book, and if successful, I also gain to draw a card.
Cool, and that's a 6 book now, so draw the chaos token.
Yeah, so shuffle and then draw.
And it is...
A skull.
it is -1 for each extra dimensional location in play, which is 1, 2. 6 minus 2, is that bigger than 1?
-2. Let me figure this out. I might
No.
need Rosie and Jim. No, it'll be 4. 4 is still better than 1.
2, and you draw a card.
2. Hey, I draws the card.
And
I draws a card. And
this tear
that
through space
doesn't
is
look good. No,
What is
I
it?
have a weakness.
Oh, put it down.
God damn it, us!
Oh no.
I have Rex's curse. Put Rex's curse into play in your threat area.
Which is the area
When
just
you
above
would
your
succeed the skill test, return the revealed chaos token to the bag and reveal a new chaos token. If this effect causes you to fail the test, shuffle Rex's curse back into your deck. Limit 1 per test.
Kodab, I would like to change my earlier answer and say that it's not going so great no mo.
In the meantime, I'm going to run back and over to here and end turns.
Oh.
Hover over your token, Ben, and press F.
Press F.
Voila.
Right, have we all taken our turns?
I think so.
I would like
Yes.
to take a different turn if that's possible.
Okay, so in the upkeep phase, we can flip our player tokens back over to their coloured side. Oh, before we do that, sorry, before we do that, the Ithian Starseeker wakes up
Oh, fuck you. Bye-bye.
and he looks around and he sees if there's anybody to attack, and it goes for Rex Murphy. He doesn't attack you this turn, he's just engaging with you because he's
Attack him
ready
with
to
the glasses.
engage.
He's just gone.
I don't want to be
"Hey."
engaged. I'm too early to get married.
And now we can flip our tokens back over.
Flip.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it's going very well all of a sudden.
So draw a card.
Draw and resource up.
Oh, good, it's not another weakness.
I apologize. Should I put all my resources up or just like
Just-
one?
Just one.
Okay.
So we're on 7 clues. We require 1 more clue.
Stop playing around here. Right, okay.
New turn, Mythos phase. Doom.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
I just got
Oh.
nice.
oh,
Oh.
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
Hey, Jeff,
Is-
what does innate mean?
It's just a keyword on the card. It doesn't mean very much. It's a little italic bold text, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's just a little. It's just a descriptor for the card in case it comes up anywhere. It has
So
no
what-
mechanical effect.
It doesn't do anything. Like, it's
No, it's just it's like a card descriptor.
cool.
Like you have talents and you have other things. You have items. It's just a descriptor in case it comes up.
This card just
Uh,
looks a little different to others I've seen before.
What card is it?
Quick thinking.
Thank you.
Um,
God.
Okay.
Oh, other cards may trigger off the keywords.
yeah.
Thanks, Kodab.
John, as our lead investigator, would you like to draw the encounter deck?
No, but of course I will. I found a
Nice.
vast expanse. If there are no extra-dimensional locations in play, vast expanse gains surge.
Otherwise,
There is an extra-dimensional space in play. Otherwise, test Mind X, where X is the number of extra-dimensional locations in play. The X being 1. Take 1 horror for each point you fail by.
okay.
So I'm going to look out at the vast expanse of this extra-dimensional stairway that we've found. And I'm going to test my mind of 3 versus a horror of 1, and I drew a -3. So I'm going to just take a horror, guys.
No.
I went mad.
I'm going to have a look at my encounter. Conglomeration of spheres.
Oh, not that guy again.
That guy again. Yoink. That goes to me. Ben.
Okay, I've got to draw the encounter, do I?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to? Is that a choice in the matter?
Yeah.
Okay. this
Collapsing
is-
reality.
Yes, collapsing reality.
If you're at... Oh, that's close.
If you're at an extra-dimensional location, discard and take 1 damage. Otherwise, take 2 damage.
You
That's not
take
good.
2 damage.
Bugger.
Ooh.
The world around you appears to be folding in on itself, warping, twisting,
hearts.
bending.
Press 2 hearts on there.
Bugger.
Tanny, it is your turn.
No, leave me alone. No. I've got to draw these.
Yep.
Draw. Huh.
Pushed into the beyond.
Choose and shuffle.
No, you control into your deck into this card.
Oh. A
Um,
non-story asset. Okay, so that means you have to choose one of your assets. The axe.
I don't have an asset of the axe.
You got the axe, so you have to shuffle
I
that
have
into your
the axe.
deck. Shuffle that into your deck. So right, flip it
So I'll
over.
just put it on there and then.
Press F to flip it.
Press F. Yep. And now right click and shuffle. And draw.
Okay.
Is it discard the top 3 into it? Discard the top 3 cards.
So 1, 2, 3.
And hope the axe is not one of them.
Okay, and then draw again.
No, that's it. Oh no.
No, you're fine.
And it's because you discarded, the weakness doesn't trigger.
Yeah. Make it extra price. I have a thing.
You have a thing.
I have a thing.
Ah, you can play that on your turn.
Can I play it on my turn?
Yep.
Do it now. I do that now.
You want to play your turn now? Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing turn. I'm putting it on there.
Okay. So that's 1 action. For your second action, what do you want to do? You can either try.
Who has the highest head of us all?
I got 4. I got 5 because I got the bonus. I can go up to 6.
I have
I would
3
su-
head.
I would suggest that the 2 of you, Tanny and Jeff, attempt to leave here before I do.
What does it say that you got?
Because your head,
Oh,
Tanny,
boy.
is 4.
My mind is 4.
Yep.
And you have to do a mind test to attempt to leave the stairs of Yag Haragrl.
However, I have a more pressing problem.
What would that be, Jeff?
I've got a monster on me.
That is an issue, Jeff.
Let Tanny complete her turn first. Their turn first. So you can either move for your next action, or you can draw a card, take a resource, or do the special action that gets us a new location.
What do you think I should do?
Probably move actually would be a nice one.
So what do you want me to move?
You'd only play
The
2
only
characters,
other
that's
option.
But to do that, you have to
Hello.
take and
Hello.
you have to draw. You have to test your willpower, your head.
What do I do then?
So 4 versus 2. If you've
And
got
draw from the bag.
Draw that. Boink.
Oh,
You're
okay.
fine.
What's the point? We're all fine.
And the stairs are still here.
Oh, like fuck you to the stairs. Like it's like you're like, yeah, fuck you. Oh wait, I'm in another dimension now.
The stairs tonight.
And then I'm in another dimension with Rex. I'm like, hey guys.
And your final action, I'd suggest getting another location out.
Get another location out. Do you want another location out?
Or at least
I think
attempting
so,
it.
yeah. So top 3 cards of the encounter deck,
1 minute. I will draw.
and let's see what they are.
We has a dimensional doorway, which is a location. We have visions of the past, which is not. And we have interstellar traveler, which is not.
I'd say so those 2 can go away. Dimensional doorway.
Uh,
Put dimensional doorway into play, then draw the topmost hex card in the encounter discard pile.
hey, look, it's this one.
And you have to deal with that one now.
So, Tanny, you found the dimensional doorway,
Yeah.
but you also found a vision of futures past.
Sorry, that's gone horribly wrong.
Test your willpower versus 5. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck.
Mine's like
No.
4. Should I do one now?
You have to do it now because you are encountering this card. If that card you've got has a picture of a brain on it or a head on it, you can commit it to the skill test.
I don't have anything. Wait, hang on. What's it?
If it's got the willpower picture or the question mark picture,
I got none.
then you've just got to draw from the chaos book and hope for
good things.
Oh no! What the fuck is this?
That's auto fail.
But what does that mean in terms of numbers, Jeff? Is that a 0?
It reduces your score to 0.
So you've just got to discard the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. No. No. My fire axe! My fire axe! No! My goddamn axe, man!
And with that... Oh, sorry, Rex is still up. Sorry, that one should be...
Are you aware?
Okay, so... Who wants to go next?
Well... I don't want to attempt to leave here before you do.
I can go next if you 2 want a bit of time.
What I can
Yeah,
do...
throw us newbies into the play, huh? Get us into trouble.
I can if I move, the monster attacks me, but I can take it on brother.
I mean, can you flee from it?
I don't think so. It has a 4 and I've got a 2.
Okay.
So, well, if I do that, then I can try and, for one action, I can attack Ben's monster twice, and hopefully kill it off so he can do his thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to
That would
move
be nice.
here, and the monster comes with me. So
Test your willpower.
Oh yeah, because I have to do this first, don't I? My willpower is 5. It's going to be 5 because I haven't got the thing. Shuffle, and it's a 2 I'm after, isn't it?
Yep.
Fine. So Brother Xavier is that. Ben, I'm going to try and attack your Yithian Starseeker.
Hooray!
4 versus its 3. Failed.
Ouch.
So Ben takes it.
Oh.
Ben, you
What?
can take Ben takes a damage.
You sure you're not just making this up now?
No.
You just gave me damage.
The Yithian Starseeker retaliates when it gets failed to be hit.
So, one on. So I get 1 on Brother Xavier, a horror on Brother Xavier, and I'm gonna have to take the other thing. That's 2 and 1. Do I want to try that again? Not really.
Jeff, Kodab Gaming is asking, is this a custom mission?
No, this is the Lost in Time and Space, the last scenario of the Dunwich Legacy cycle.
Which we are doing amazingly well with. Hashtag no damage.
I can't even. I can't even. I'm just going to try and attack it, is all. So I'm going to attack the conglomeration of spheres and try and at least land 1 damage on it. That's the only useful thing I can do.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I don't want to keep damaging Ben. That's not a thing I want to do. So
Yeah,
it's
Ben doesn't want you to
versus
keep
1.
damaging me either.
Oh,
Okay, so I accomplished very little during that round.
you moved.
I moved.
You done
Yes.
go.
Shall I take my turn?
Yes.
Probably. That'd be lovely.
I'm gonna start by drawing a card and see if I can't get something useful.
I'm just gonna play my little out of my way.
That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I found a switch ballad,
Oh. It's the upgraded Switchblade as well.
or as if I hover over it, a switch ballad.
Switch Ballad. It is a Switch Bold.
Switch bold.
I just prefer the salad.
So I can come over there and try and stab one of the bad things.
Stabby stab.
Try and stab. You get +1
It's
damage.
It's a +2 to the attack, and if I succeed by 2 or more, it deals +1 damage.
Damage.
So
Damage.
that means you either stab Ben again twice or you stab me.
Stop stabbing my boyfriend.
Well, we're not stabbing him, we're stabbing the monster, and the monster is dodging.
Keep dodging so that you keep stabbing me.
We're not stabbing you, it's stabbing you.
Also, don't forget if it
Hits me,
damage you.
I take damage and then direct horror from it.
I
Yep.
will stab you all.
Come over and help me with my thing.
I'm going to come and help. I mean, yeah, because yours won't hit me. It will hit you if I've missed, but it won't hit me. But first,
Success.
I
Success.
successfully left the steps of Yogg-Harurl.
Hey.
Oh,
Does that help me in any way?
It's +1
No.
for each resource you have.
No.
So it just increases. No.
Well, that was a great use of our first natural 20. So I'm going to now try and stab the mofo
You've
that
already
is
had one.
that is floating around.
Oh wait, no. Ben hasn't had his go yet. As much as I hate to say it, you might want to try and stab the Starseeker.
Okay.
Unless Ben, do you think you can attack the Starseeker?
I have the opportunist, which is probably the only good thing I have.
Anybody can commit things to other people's skill checks, right? If they're at the same
Yes.
place.
Yes.
I've got a thing that can help you as well with that.
Okay.
Is it a gun?
No.
Machine gun would be very handy.
It is not a gun, I'm afraid, but I do have a thing that will allow me to give you a +1 in that fight.
That's
Okay.
nice.
So do you want me to try and stab it myself first, Ben, and then you give it a go, or...
But if you
Yeah,
miss,
But if I miss, it hits you,
and then the Starseeker comes back and hits you again,
and then it
you're
hits
best off hitting
me.
mine. I think you're best off hitting mine, actually.
Yeah, my mum just said, which horror movie villain are you? And she's Michael Myers. Well,
What do I need to roll to hit yours, Jeff? It's 1.
It's 1.
I think I can do that.
Oh god.
How much damage is the middle number, which is 6, so it's going to take a little
Yes.
while to kill it, but Oh, sod it. Let's sod it. Bollocks, why not? I'm going to stab the conglomeration of spheres. I have a fight of 3 plus 2, which is 5.
Yep.
And I got a plus 1, so 6 versus 1 is...
That's two is that 2 damage on it?
that is 2 damage.
Thank you.
And then that is my turn done.
Ben, you've got to fight this thing off.
I can see this working perfectly. Okay. I'm going to use my opportunist for the best of chances possible.
With
That'll
my
be-
quick thinking, I also give you a plus 1.
That's
Okay.
nice.
And if you succeed by 2 or more, John gets an immediate action.
Well, the worst part is if I succeed in the first place thanks to my curse.
Oh no! Yes. Let's put the plus 1 back in. Let's shuffle them up.
Okay, shuffling. And
What is it?
cultist.
Ooh.
So that is reveal another token.
Reveal another token.
If you fail after this skill test, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a location is discarded. Put that location into play and move there.
Oh, so you got
Wait,
to draw.
so I've got to draw again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So,
Wait,
out of
wait, wait,
character,
wait.
Oh no. What's up?
I just watched the trailer of David Copperfield, and it's showing like the parts of King's Lynn in it. Ah! That's who I am.
Okay, first
Oh
of all,
my god, it's looking good.
draw your chaos token first, because if you succeed, you still got Rex's curse on it.
Oh.
Never mind.
My
Pull that.
my quick thinking cannot help.
And that cannot help. And it's going to turn around and batter you.
Well, first up,
Yeah.
it's going to batter you.
So 2 damage. Yeesh. And 1 horror. Oh, Rex Murphy's nearly out.
Yeah.
Is-
Oh, that was a good motion.
Nope.
I don't think there's much
Oh no,
else
you've
I-
got to look at... No, it's a hazard. Prismatic Cascade.
So we found a location. You've been sent to the Prismatic Cascade.
Oh
I
no.
got sent where?
Prismatic Cascade.
How did that one happen?
That's the...
That was the
cultist effect.
cultist's activity.
Ah.
And you've got to try and fight this thing off again now, because you've got 2 more actions, and all you can do is evade or fight.
I
And we
don't think
can't
my fighting's gonna help too much here.
we can't help you anymore because you're not with us.
So you're at...
I could put extra books into it, but that's about all I've got.
Oh no.
Alright, okay, so currently it's 2 to 3.
Yep. And you got Rex's curse. Oh, this is really nasty.
How did
Up
you
on the
lose
mark.
Rex Murphy?
It's a squiddly
Elder
thing,
thing.
Minus
Minus
X.
where X is the value of your location, which is -2.
Yeah. I
Uh,
hit for 0.
Oh dear.
If you fail and your location is extra dimensional, discard it.
So what we're saying is Rex Murphy is out of the game.
Yeah. I'm dead.
No!
Well, it was nice having you here,
Sorry,
Ben.
Tony.
So that
Oh,
goes
Flip the
there.
table.
fuck the table. Don't care what John's justice.
Go there, and the monster returns to here.
Didn't save my boy.
He's still active.
Yeah,
And he's gonna start on one of us now.
Um,
No. No. No.
I could take it, but
No.
I'm already in. I'm already.
you're already taking the spheres. I mean,
Although,
if I take it, I have to deal with my hypochondria.
I'm gonna take it. I have a plan.
Okay, cool.
good. I'm still safe.
So, monster phase. I get attacked by everything.
Yep.
So one there from this guy. This guy is going to attack me, so 1 damage there. I'm going to take it on Brother Xavier because when Brother Xavier dies, he deals 2 damage to something. So, Yuthian Starseeker, bye-bye.
I mean,
Fuck it.
not the best of plans, but it worked.
Why couldn't you do that earlier?
Yeah. My
But I
boy
still
got that.
This guy on me. Right,
So as we've got Ben for the rest of the night, apparently, and his character's dead, I suggest he now plays Duke.
In the meantime, we need to flip all our tokens over. Redraw cards and re-resource up.
I flip you all off. How dare you?
Ooh.
2 flashlights.
My resources are up anyway because I used my card.
You
Redraw a card,
you
yeah.
can still get another one.
How do I do that?
So if you click one once, it becomes a plus. It becomes a 3.
Like that?
Jeff Tanny's resource exploded. Gun, you fixed the resource.
That's a clue. We don't want to get rid of that. Yeah, what's going on over there?
Oh boy. Oh boy. What is this? What is this?
Yeah, it's being a bit weird.
Resources sometimes act up.
No, just the card I just got.
Okay, we got rid of it. So, is it 1 you want?
So Tanny had 5 resources. They gained a resource, so they need 6.
So, there we go. That'll do
Nip.
it. After all that.
Well, that was a turn.
Yes.
Yeah, you killed my boyfriend, you pricks.
We didn't.
Yes, you did.
Doom.
Tanny will
To be
remember.
fair, this is a really hard scenario. Let's be honest.
Don't worry, I am now your dog, Tanny.
I need to check something really quickly.
What?
I need to check something very quickly.
I was gonna say, like, are you like messing with my stuff?
Are you looking for the hero closet rule?
I'm looking for the rule. Where is? No, that's not the one. There we are. There's reference.
Jeff, when you have finished looking up the rules that you're looking
People
for,
can come back to.
Rules reference. There we are. I need to look up how many people draw encounter cards.
I have a follow-up rule lookup for you that you might know off the top of your head.
Yeah.
I have 2 things in my hands.
Yes.
Well, I have 1 thing in each of my 2 hands.
You need, if you want to play another one thing, you have to discard one of those.
Okay.
Here, I thought he was just bragging.
Hmm.
Come on, encounter phase. Encounter phase. Nope, nope. Nope. Enemy phase, not enemy phase. I want mythos phase.
All active players draw an encounter, says Kodab.
Yeah.
So,
Play order each investigator and play.
dead companion doesn't draw one.
Thanks. I'm sure. I wasn't sure if it was one or the other. So okay.
So, I found Beyond the Veil, which is a surge.
So
Put Beyond the Veil into play in your threat area if there are no copy of Beyond the Veil in your threat area.
and now you get to draw another one.
And now I have a surge. Wormhole. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until the location is discarded. Resolve that location's revelation.
Okay.
And then move there.
That might be helpful.
I found the Endless Bridge. I lose 2 resources. But I move there.
Yep. Nobody
Um,
else moved it.
After
I
Investigator
go
leaves
next.
the Endless Bridge, either place 1 Doom on it or discard it.
Oh, for the love.
Oh, for the love of Ashcan Pete.
Hey! Fuck you!
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be around much longer in this game.
Oh boy.
I'm fine.
It's your turn, I'm afraid, Tanny.
Oh, suck it. I just got to draw 3, right? Or just draw 1?
Just draw one.
Oh boy.
What
And
have
then
you
put it down so that we can all see it. An interstellar traveler.
Oh
got?
boy.
Oh, any extra dimensional location? Ah, not with us though.
So that can be the. I mean, it
Put
could
on
be
the
the
steps.
steps of Yugharguru,
Put it on the steps. We're not going back there again.
but it does have Hunter.
That's next turn's problem.
Sardak!
Okay, so John, if you're able to, may I suggest you investigate the location?
I can certainly try to do that.
In fact, yeah, spend lots of resources to investigate that location twice.
I will certainly attempt to do that. That is a thing that I'm going to attempt to do, and by doing it, I shall have done it.
Investigate.
I will spend the 2 resources I have on my Streetwise, which gets me a +3 to book, so I'm at a +6 to book, versus the +4 Shroud.
Yes.
I then draw the Skull, which is a -1 for each extra dimensional location in play, which is 3. So 3v6 is
3 versus 4.
3 versus 4, means that 3 is a lower number, so I don't get a clue. And I don't have any more resources to spend on Streetwise, because I lost them because I came to this endless bridge and dropped them all over the edge somehow.
Rip.
Which means I also can't do this thing. I could... I mean, I could just spend 2 actions to get rid of hypochondria.
Yeah, that might be a thing to do.
Or I could drink some liquid courage.
Well, that's always a
That's
good
pretty
option.
good.
No, let's get rid of hypochondria.
Okay.
So I'm going to scrub my hands, clean my brain, and then that's my
Clean
turn.
that brain.
Yes.
I'm just thinking, Duke could go over there and grab those 2 clues.
I can do that.
Yeah, I
When
could have.
you leave-
I could be helpful, or I could get pissed.
But when you leave, place 1 doom on an endless bridge or discard it, and 1 doom gets you 1 horror. It was, wasn't it? And what's your horror looking like? Your horror's okay, so if Tanny moves over there, tries to sweep up those 2 clues and moves out again, or at least one of those 2 clues. Yeah, that we'll have enough to advance the act at least.
I do that.
Yes.
So do I have to go on here or
What?
just that one?
What happened to the clues that Rex Murphy had?
They dropped on the where he got defeated. So they're on another dimension.
So do we have to get those back again?
We can get this back again. Yep.
I'll take that.
However, that's a 6
That's a
shroud.
6 shroud.
This is a 4 shroud. What's dimensional doorway? Dimensional doorway is a
2
2 shroud.
shroud.
Have you dimension doorway?
Yes.
I'll go in there. Boink.
And investigate.
And
So you're
then-
4 with Duke.
Duke, and then I gotta draw this one. Skull.
So that's -3,
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1.
which is less than 2.
That's one.
Well, this is horror.
Hold on. Is that the last? Did we shuffle that out? Did we shuffle that after the last skill test?
I don't know. That was what I drew, though, so possibly not.
Shuffle it and redraw that because we think that was the last one that John drew. So shuffle it and redraw.
Shuffle.
Yep, shuffle
Shuffling. Shuffled. And
and
redraw.
redraw.
Uh,
That's fine.
That's
a 3.
3 is more than 2, though.
okay.
So you have a clue, and that's 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great.
So we need 2 more. Because we had 7, and we lost 2 of them when Rex Murphy fell over.
Yep.
You let him go. How dare you?
So what's the best way to do this? Shroud on this is 2. If you want to refresh Duke, you have to discard a card from your hand.
That's fine, I can do that.
Okay, drop a card to refresh Duke.
No,
so
wait,
just
hang on.
discard from. Oh. Sorry, let's
Sorry.
put that back on there. That didn't happen. Just drop a card from your hand.
Oh,
Rise to the occasion. Or, alternatively, play that.
I play
Oh
it.
no, you can't play it because it's not at least 2 higher. Play it,
Huh.
my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can try with Duke again to get another clue.
So shuffle the book.
Shuffle the book. Same as before. 4 versus 2. Yep.
Oh,
It's a bad one, isn't it? No.
way to make me do that. Can I try again?
No, because you can only refresh Duke once per turn.
But can Tanny
Okay.
try on their own?
You can try on your own, but it's 2 versus 2.
I mean, it's
So I just.
I believe in you, Tanny.
a possibility. It doesn't hurt to try it, but if you are at the dimensional door at the end of your turn, you must spend 2 resources or it goes away.
And that's a -3.
Nope. Oh, never mind.
At the end of your turn, if you're at dimensional doorway, you must either spend 2 resources on the encounter
2.
deck. So you can spend 2, or do you want to? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's okay. And yep.
And what
So-
do I do?
Nothing.
It's my turn. My turn. I've got
That's-
to deal with this lot.
That's the end of your turn, and now Jeff is going to get eaten by horrible, gribbly monsters.
I am, yes.
Jeff, if you've got some TNT, just kind of hold it up and hope for the best.
That's not going to happen, I'm afraid.
If you could get close to me, I might have some TNT coming up soon.
I can't.
Just-
I don't. If
Well, I
I
mean-
do, I take damage from all of these guys.
Yes, but you'd also take damage from the TNT I throw at you.
Have you got? You've got TNT, haven't you?
Not yet, but I could do.
Because it's a decent location as well.
Yeah. So if you can survive for a little while with those guys on you, I can blow you all up.
I'm gonna keep chipping away at the conglomeration of spheres. This conglomeration of spheres, I think.
Cool.
I'm gonna spend 2 resources to get +1 fight until the end of the phase. So my fight is versus its 1. Make sure it's all shuffled. 3. That's 1 damage on it.
Yay.
1. That's 1 damage on it.
Yay.
And 5.
Jesus.
That's not 1 damage.
That is not.
Okay, and it's not going to retaliate on me. Okay, that's turned up, right? Monster phase. What horrible stuff happens? I get battered.
They eat you.
1 damage, 1 horror.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Derby.
Horror. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
and 4. So I'm 2 on each.
Excellent.
Yay! So don't come here, guys. Ash can Pete, Zoe Samaras, and you refresh.
I will draw a
Right.
card.
I will draw a card. So do you think we've just been really, really, really unfortunate with these draws?
I mean, we've had a real mix of luck with them. I mean, it certainly seems like the last two turns have been crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah, no doubt.
But dead men tell no tales, so...
Yeah.
This one's got one or two.
Don't bother Riordan, Rex. But yeah, I overall, I don't think it's been the worst we've ever played it. I mean, we have lost an investigator and are about to lose a second, so I can't say that this is the best we've ever done.
And we did so well last time as well.
We had a lot of good luck last time, and we were mostly dealing with human things and not giant, gribbly, extra-dimensional evil monsters in their home turf. Like, pretty much every time we've gone up against horrible, gribbly monsters, we've lost. Humans we can deal with. Shoot a human. Shoot a gribbly monster, it just grows another head.
Oh,
Do
indeed.
you think that there's a lesson to be learned from this?
Don't shoot gribbly monsters.
Stop sticking
hit them harder.
Stop sticking our heads in extra-dimensional wormholes. So... Tanny just needs to draw a card and a resource.
Tanny should draw and resource, yep.
So we can... Turns out going into another reality is really bad for your brain, says Kodab.
Oh no, this thing is going to come hunting as well, because it's a hunter. I forgot about him.
So where can he go?
He can go either to... Wait, what's the symbol on that one? He's got to come to me.
Oh. Cool.
Oh, no.
So, when did Chef turn into monster bait?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose Rex wasn't there anymore.
Oh, it's even worse than that.
Oh,
When
done.
Interstellar Traveler enters a location, flip one clue on that location to its Doom side and place it on Interstellar Traveler. Or place Doom... Oh. So it's going on... So clue comes off,
And Doom goes on. Which
Doom
means
goes on.
that Doom is now at 4.
But it won't trigger yet until the Mythos phase.
Which is the next step immediately after Tanny.
Yeah. On the plus side, that means all this Doom goes away.
I mean, that's a bonus. It's not a great bonus.
But I think at the moment we need to take whatever we can get.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I just read the thing that happens with Beyond the Veil. Oh boy.
If your deck has no cards in it.
You take 10 damage.
Well, you're at 24 at the moment, so...
So we're okay. For now. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be okay, and I don't have a giant sword hung above my head on a very thin thread, just waiting for the moment to drop down and slice through my internal
And you can't
organs.
get rid of it either.
Nope. That's gonna happen eventually, maybe, if I don't die first. Yay.
So how are you supposed to do this one? This is just like the most difficult one of the entire campaign. It must be.
Why, you've said it is multiple times.
I have said it is, yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be this difficult.
While we wait, hey guys in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hey, if you're a newcomer, thanks for joining us. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do hit that follow button. It's just, is it down below or is it up above the?
It's up above.
Wherever in
It's up there. If you hit that, and I think somebody just did because the Kodab Games has just joined the final boss fight party. Thank you for joining the party. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together.
Actually, we really could use your help right now if you don't mind jumping in.
We are now 8 people away from 200 followers on this channel.
Oh, sweet.
Which is insane. Thank you so much. We are... Following us lets you guys know when we go live, and we go live with a lot of different games. A lot of them are board gamey, role-play type games at the moment, because we really enjoy playing those, and people seem to enjoy us playing those. So that's good on both counts of that. On Sunday, I will be back with both Tanny and Ben as we continue the Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh, yeah.
Which will be a lot of fun. And the Modrons are currently attacking.
Yeah. It's a good situation at this point.
Why are the Modrons currently attacking?
They found some Modrons. They are attacking.
We threw a staff down a hole, and apparently that wasn't a good idea.
I can tell you more after they've attacked the Modrons, Jeff. On Monday next week.
Raven just believes that the Modrons came from the staff.
It's a surprising number of the players that do, and I'm like, no, they're just here.
No, it came from the staff. We threw the staff into the storm, and they appeared. You see, this is the reason why I should have held on to the staff, because then the others wouldn't have been cursed with the Modrons.
What
Hey,
happened?
back. I'm about to die.
Cool.
We need
I'm
you
already dead.
We need you to draw a card and take a resource.
Draw a card.
Draw one of your player
We
cards.
believe in you.
One
We
of
believe in you.
from your deck first.
And take a resource.
And right, Doomy Dooms of Doom.
So
Doom
5
goes on.
is higher than 4.
Okay, so all this Doom goes away.
And then I take this agenda card and flip it.
Let Ben read it.
Ben.
Okay.
Would you like to read this?
Hold on. Let's do this in order. Shuffle the encounter deck. So it goes into there. These clues can go away. Shuffle.
Then discard cards from the top of the deck until a location is discarded.
Nope. 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 Tear through space.
Yay. Then the lead investigator resolves that location's revelation effect. Put it into play. Jeff, I've got to do that. There, done.
Now this
Check
is
the campaign log, Jeff.
Yes.
If the investigators fail to save the students, does Ben have to read the following?
The students were rescued.
So, no.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
So, Ben.
Yes.
Hey.
If you could read Agenda 2A.
Yes, certainly. Past, present, and future. As you cross this realm, you catch the occasional glimpses of reality. Scenes of old memories, more recent visions from the past few days, and sometimes even events that you do not remember ever happening. Forced, after you are moved to a location by an encounter card effect, take 1 horror.
Oh, there goes my ovaries.
Is it say to do a location by an encounter card effect? John, you got to take a horror for that moving over there.
Yeah.
Bye.
Actually, no, because you haven't moved it. You haven't moved it. You didn't move. You just put it into play. Sorry.
No, I got moved to this by an encounter card, though.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So I should have taken a horror a little while ago.
That's fair.
And we forgot that.
Okay, so it is encounter phase time. I'm afraid.
Yay. I found a vast expanse again.
Otherwise, test 3 willpowers.
4 willpowers.
4 willpowers.
We've
Anyone?
got 4 extra dimensional spaces.
Yeah.
My willpower is 3.
Okay.
And I have nothing to boost that. So, -2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 is less than 4.
That's
So,
horror,
3
then.
horrors.
Yep.
I'm at 6 horrors, and I can take 7 of them. I'm gonna be drinking this turn, guys.
Endless bridge.
Don't blame you.
Endless bridge. And lose 2 resources. I've only got 1 resource. I'll fill that as much as I can. Tanny, it is your turn.
I don't know what to do.
Over here.
Draw an encounter deck.
It's your turn to draw an encounter. I'm sorry.
Don't want to draw an account.
Unfortunately, it is part of the game.
Oh boy. Back at this
Visions
again.
of futures past.
Ooh, you got that one
Back
again.
at it again.
Again.
This goddamn thingy. Oh my hands are too quiet.
Test your brains.
I'm not testing my brain. My brains are safe enough.
I'm just shuffling it up for you.
Okay, drop.
0. So you draw. So you lose 1 card.
That was your survival instincts have gone away.
Okay.
Okay. So how do we want to do this?
I
John,
mean,
would you like to go?
I'm going to spend my turn drinking as much as possible to try and stay in this game, please.
I'm gonna stay dead.
I'm gonna be right back.
So I start off by spending 1 resources from this supply.
Okay. If you could still try and get one of those clues, that'd be amazing.
I will work on that, but let me have a drink first. So that gets rid of 1 of those.
And you get to test 2 head as well.
Yes. So that is, I have a 3 in willpower. Yes, I successfully managed to, not that one, heal an additional horror. And I don't lose a thing for being drunk. So that's
Okay,
nice.
That's your first action.
What can I put? What can I? No. So I'm gonna spend the 2 resources I have to
+3.
get a +3, which gives me a 6 total versus
So
the
the
4 of the shroud.
4.
So 4v4, I get a clue.
How many clues is that we've got now? 1.
I think we're 1 short.
We're 1 short.
Ooh.
I can't do anything to boost me again. So it would be 3 versus 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I can boost myself by 1, but that's not enough.
4 versus 4 is better than 3 versus.
It is better, but it's not likely.
No.
And I think the resources would be better to keep than not. I'm going to just draw a card.
Okay.
Even if that does eventually maybe kill me. Hey,
What'd you get?
got a weakness.
It is
Ooh.
discard the top 3 of your deck.
Hey, back again.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
Sorry.
so I lost things across space and time. So Francis Morgan, my ability to overpower things, and an emergency cache have just disappeared across space and time.
Hmm.
So that
That's
was
your third,
that was
that is your
fun.
third action.
Rooney.
That was a turn that I had. I had a drink, I found a clue, and then I lost things across space and time.
My turn is going to be very, very straightforward. I'm just going to punch things.
Cool.
So shall I get on with that?
Try and punch enough things that you don't die.
I don't think that's going to be an option because I've got 2, 6, 9 health to deal with on this.
I am not as think as you drunk I am, Kodab.
So
I am.
4 versus 1. So I'm just going to finish off that. Easier. No, 4. So that's 1 damage on the conglomeration of spheres. Cultist, which is reveal another token. If you fail after the skill test, discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until location is. So I need to draw again. Which is a gribbly thing. X is the shroud value of your location, which is 6. I'm dead. Okay, so let's see what
Excellent.
happens. Let's see what happens. So discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until the location is discarded.
Nope.
Surface
Yes.
Space. So I move there, but because I moved there, I take a horror.
No, because that wasn't an encounter card that did it.
I think everything's an encounter card.
Well, no, these are encounter cards from the encounter deck. That's a Doom
Right.
token.
Allow me to check the ruling on that because there is a ruling about that. For the purpose of the card effects, the 2 terms to the act, agenda, locations, scenario reference card, location, and all cards in the encounter deck are considered encounter cards.
But is a Doom counter considered one of those things?
It's because it's the scenario card that moved me. It's the effect on that.
Well, that's bullshit.
It's broken. The game's broken, guys.
Disagree with this rule, but go on. You die.
Yep.
Flip
So
the table.
I don't die just yet. I take 1 horror, so I've got 1 horror left. I'm just gonna try and punch it again just for the sake of it.
Yeah, it is almost like this game is trying to kill us.
The conglomeration of spheres is no more.
Rip.
Hey, Jeff,
Yeah.
do you think if I hit a button you can undo it and it won't horribly break the game, right?
Depends what you want to undo.
You know which button I want to press at this point in time when I disagree with the rules and everything's trying to kill.
Flip the table.
No, don't flip the table.
Flip the table.
I've got my
Flip the table.
Soon.
soon. That's the end of my turn and the end of my participation in this game, I fear.
Robert Rooney, man. Robert Rooney.
So,
That's
Ashcan
just
Pete.
Please.
It's legit me and John then. That's
Yeah.
alive.
It's just the two of us.
Well, I don't think
You
it's
can
the
make
last
it
one.
if you try. Just to, now, let's face it, you're not going to get there.
Investigate the dimensional doorway. Let's at least get through this act.
Come on, Ashcan Pete.
Shut up, I'm good. I'll just investigate.
With
That'll
Duke
do,
for
just-
4.
Yep, Duke with 4. Smack that down.
4 versus 2. Shuffle it.
I'm shuffling.
Yep.
Draw. Oh, never mind. Just never freaking mind.
Well, that's a load
Okay.
of bullshit.
Okay, you can throw a card down and refresh Duke.
Give me a second. I'm painting my nails while I was doing this.
Or
Oh,
you
yeah?
can try
What
and take
colour?
it on yourself.
Black like my soul.
Oh, sexy.
Well,
Ah,
the thing is that I tend to have a black because it's more opaque and thick, so I just it's
Okay.
bro.
So
So
yeah,
I just
you can discard a card to use Duke again. Yeah, it's another 4-2.
shuffly shuffle.
shuffle, draw, Never fucking mind.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that is -5.
6. 6.
Max is for -5.
Okay.
But
for
even
four-
so,
Yeah, for your fourth action, you can just try and own 2 intellect.
2 versus 2. Come on. No minuses. No
Let's
minuses.
shuffle it again. Draw. Throw it right to my pen as I'm so
Just throw it right in
Wow.
Ben's face.
And
sorry.
Oh.
at the end of your turn, you decide to spend 2 resources.
Take care. Just take care of my resources. I'm still paying my nails.
And now it is the monster phase, and
The monsters eat Jeff.
monsters eat me.
Yum.
And that is it for the monster phase, I think.
Where did it go?
Sorry?
They just ate Jeff and that's it.
Yeah, they're now waiting at the tear through space.
We'll just get dynamite and just throw it.
It is an
So
option.
Everybody else, ready up. And draw your card and resource.
Oh, hey.
And yeah, Doom phase. 1 Doom. There's 4 on this one.
Jeff,
Yes, I'm
Oh,
here.
I got a really good
guess
card.
which card I just drew?
Something to help you intellectually.
No.
Jenny's twin 48s.
No, I've had those for a little while.
Dunno.
Boom.
Nice.
I just tell you say boo and I'm perfectly what you're saying. Boos or boobs?
I already have the booze. And technically the boobs, because I'm Jenny, so, you know. Jenny's got boobs and
yeah.
booze and boom and knows what to do with all of them.
I don't care about genitals. I've got a dog.
I don't care for your genitalia, I have a pupper.
I am a... That's the worst thing
So
I've ever
you
said in my
are
life.
adjacent to the tear through space.
I don't have the resources to do it.
You could on your when it comes back to your turn, you could throw the dynamite and do some damage over there.
I just don't have the resources to do it, though. It's 5
Actually have
resources.
Dynamite do it?
Yeah. I have a card called Dynamite Blast. I can choose either my location or a connecting location and deal 3 to each enemy and investigator
wait,
there.
I need to figure
I
out
need
how
I need you 2 guys to draw and counter
Don't wanna.
Let's fix it.
Found an arcane barrier.
barrier that can go into your location. And Tanny,
I need to draw. I draw. I draw. Oh boy.
tear through space.
We've got a lot of those now.
Yeah, it's building up, isn't it, guys?
Technically,
Shouldn't these have gone away
some of them should have gone away.
at the end of the round? Okay,
So that one can go.
that one can go away.
Kodab says, are we playing with all of the cards or scenario-specific cards? Jeff, you've set this up.
Scenario specific cards. That goes away as well, which means that these guys come back down to here,
Yay.
which is fun.
It isn't.
Okay. Oh, one of those comes back out because it's a tear through space, so one of them stays because it is just drawn. Okay, so Jenny, it's your turn.
Jeanette! Jeanette!
I'm going to spend my 2 resources. I'm trying to build up resources and I keep having to spend them. And we've lost the clue that you had now.
Oh yeah, we have. Where was I?
You were a tear through space
I was at
time,
tear through space.
which means it dropped back into another dimension.
It did, didn't it?
So I'm on 6 versus 6 versus 4. -5 means I don't get it.
Oh no.
So I'm going to spend my next 2 actions to just build up some resources.
Okay. And yeah, that's your turn.
That is my turn.
turn.
Arkham Pete.
What do I do now? Just-
Yeah, it's got to try and investigate.
We need to get
those.
2 more clues, Tanny.
Well, good for you guys. I have a card that seemed to might work.
Huh.
Does that
Ooh.
work?
Yep. Spend 2 resources to play it.
I do that, so I just get rid of my last 2 resources. Oh,
Oh, okay.
bollocks.
Yeah.
You do that. I just take one of the clues from the dimension area.
Okay, I'll grab that for you, and you can use Duke, and that's not a turn, so you still got 3 actions. You can use Duke to get another.
Shuffle, draw. Damn. Every time.
Yep.
Okay, just gonna discard a card.
And shuffle it several times.
Okay.
So it's 4
Draw.
versus 2.
4 versus 2. I'm not happy.
Oh, come on.
Oh wait, where did it go? Sorry.
It went to his
Where
hand.
did Is it on the floor?
No,
And
you
for your-
threw it into Ben's hand.
For your third action,
Oh,
might I
nice.
suggest- for your third action, you can move over to John's location because it's connected.
I would
Grab it.
suggest leaving there because it's going to go
Where are you,
away.
John?
Yeah.
John, where are
so
you?
I'm
Over
over
here.
here at this endless bridge.
if you're at dimensional doorway, so it's
Am I
not
just
going
going to
away
this
now.
endless bridge?
It only goes away.
It
if
would have
you're
gone
there.
away if Tanny had stayed.
Yeah, and that's the end of the turn. Yeah, monsters. Right, where can they go? They can go to. They're going to come
No.
to the endless bridge.
I wish they
They're gonna
wouldn't.
hunt. So, who wants the monsters?
No, one. I'll flip the table and then.
Interstellar Traveler's got a 2 evade, so somebody could evade that quite.
I will take that.
Well, the Interstellar Traveler.
I will take the Interstellar Traveller.
Okay. Who wants the Yithian Starseeker?
I'll take that down.
Because that will tie someone up for quite a while.
I think I'm okay. I'll take it.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Unless do you think you can evade them both, John?
I might be able to evade them both.
Okay. So John takes it.
I'll take them both. Cool. They don't hit me this turn because they've just got here, so
That's true. Yep.
that's cool.
So, next turn. Ready up. Draw up. Resource up.
Oh hey, I found a knife.
Cool.
Oh boy, what did I get? Oh no.
What'd you get?
I got a weakness.
Play it.
Yeah?
Racked by nightmares. Assets you control cannot ready. Exhaust all assets you control and put back. Oh, so Duke's now exhausted.
No, they don't.
So you can discard it by spending 2 actions. Doom phase. And encounter cards.
Duke is so tired.
My dude.
Hey,
Arcane.
I found
another
another
arcane
arcane barrier.
And that one. Tanny. Vast expanse.
What's
Test-
that do?
Willpower X, where X is the number of extra dimensional locations in play.
So
5.
this tear through space should have gone away.
4. Yeah, thanks. So you're testing 4 power. And your willpower is 4. And you can, if you wish to, spend resources for Scrapper.
Yeah, sure, but I got one resource.
Okay, never mind then.
What to do now?
You got to test your willpower.
Okay, so just...
Shuffle and draw.
Shuffle and draw.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna shuffle. And... away.
No.
No, I
That's
drew that one, I didn't shuffle though. So, I shuffle. Let me just shuffle.
We'll let you have that.
Really? Oh, that's even worse!
So, Tanny takes 4 horror. I suggest you
no.
take 2 on Duke and 2 on Ashcan Pete.
Ow! You motherfucker.
1 there, 2 there, and 2 there.
My dude. You slut.
And back to turns now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Tanny,
Yes,
I suggest you run.
I'm running. Bye.
Save yourselves.
You got to run through 2 arcane barriers.
Arcane barriers. I'll go to arcane barriers.
You've got to
So that,
pass them first. You've got to go somewhere else.
Where do I go?
so for arcane barriers, you have to test willpower of 4 or discard the top 5 cards of your deck.
God, the fuck.
So test willpower 4 first.
Okay, test. Shuffle. Roll.
Apparently, Kodab says someone made a custom Duke character because Ashcan is just a third wheel, honestly.
So it's either you don't move or you have to discard 5 cards to move.
Oh,
Discard. So that's through the first one. And now you got to do the same again for the next one.
I'll do the same.
Test willpower 4.
The fuck is this?
That is minus X, where X is the shroud value of a location, so it's minus.
4.
And if you fail and your location is extra dimensional, discard it.
Oh.
So you take a horror. You
I take a horror?
Yes.
How do I take a horror?
Just press the brain on here.
Oh boy.
I mean, luckily those arcane barriers went away.
So that was your move action. After all that, there's 2 clues here you can take on.
I would suggest
take
continuing to run away, Tanny, because I'm going to do something that's not going to necessarily be great for this space.
Wait, do you have grenades?
I'd suggest going to the dimensional doorway.
I'll go to the dimension doorway again.
And then actually,
Wait,
I wouldn't
no,
go
don't go to the
don't
dimensional
go there,
doorway.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
That's a very bad plan, Jeff. Don't do that. Go to the Endless
Stop
Bridge.
doing things to me. What the hell are you doing?
Go to the endless bridge. Yes.
Oh my god.
The other Endless Bridge, not the Endless Bridge that just collapsed. The other end of the
Yeah.
Endless Bridge.
So that's 2 actions, and what's the? This is a. Oh, I was about to say this is a shroud of 4, but you can't really investigate. So
Yeah, my dog is not doing great. Whose fault is that, guys? Huh?
Well,
Whose
you're
fault is that?
racked by nightmares, apparently.
it's either take a resource or draw is probably your best option.
I'll draw.
Okay. Draw a card
Well,
from your deck.
Over here.
I draw. Let's take this. Huh.
Okay.
Oh, I really want to play this now. Can I
John.
play it?
No.
Damn it. Oh,
No. John, it's your turn.
Okay, so first up, Interstellar Traveler has an escape evade value of 2.
Yes.
So I have got an evade of 3, and then I'm going to commit this 1 to it, giving me 4 versus 2.
Okay.
to evade the Interstellar Traveller. I evade the Interstellar Traveller.
Oh, sorry, aren't you?
Oh, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
Next.
Oh, we are hosed. We are screwed and doomed.
Just a little.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to commit these two to give me a +4 to run the F away. So I'm at 7 versus 5. Nope. 4 versus 5. So I'm going to take a resource.
If you do, it attacks you.
I don't care.
You might care. That's 1 horror and 2 damage.
Blah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 5 resources to dynamite this space.
Have fun.
Didn't you do what you doing? I mean, you already had your 3 actions.
Have I?
Evade.
I don't-
Evade. Yeah.
Evade and resource you have, yeah. Unless you want to undo one of those actions, which I'll let you do.
Well, I can't really undo any of them and still get to the position I'm in to be able to dynamite the things, unless
You
I
can
undo
undo-
the
you can-
initial evade.
No, if you undo the evade that you tried against monster,
True.
and take those 2 cards back to your hand, we can undo that.
Well, I'm going to dynamite blast this
Okay,
space.
so take those two cards back to your hand then. That is deal 3 damage to each enemy investigation.
Well,
Gets blowed up. This guy gets 3 damage on him,
Mhm.
and that is your 3 actions.
On the plus side, ow! Oh wait, that's the negative side. Ow! On the plus side, I finally blew a thing up.
Right, so monster phase, Yithian attacks
Yep,
for 2 damage and 1 horror.
and I'm out of the game.
Ooh.
fucking what?
Welcome to the club.
What? Am I the only
Um,
one left?
You're the only one left.
Son of a
It
bitches!
all rests upon you, Tanny. You can do this.
So, upkeep phase, Tanny refreshes her token, draws a card, and
Fucking.
we've never had a game go this badly, let's say.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, shit, hang on.
Hypochondria.
Tanny is now a hypochondriac.
Fuck.
Doom. Okay, Tanny just draws 1 encounter card.
On the plus side, the turns should go quite quickly now.
Ah!
Push into Beyond. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control deck and discard the top 3 cards of your deck.
Do you have a non-story asset card?
I think it's one of these 2.
No. Take him.
It's either the Duke or the Scrapper.
I'll take the scrapper out. I'm
Okay.
not getting rid of Duke.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Scrapper goes back into your deck. Shuffle it. And top 3 cards of your deck.
Go for it.
Fire Axe
Dark Horse.
and Oops.
So you got through that. So
Now what?
Duke is still exhausted. So you can spend 2 actions to get rid of your Hypochondria.
Oh, I just had this card.
You can do that,
So
but
what
is
do I
it going
do?
to help you very much? If you want to do that, there's 3 resources there.
1, 2, 3, and then I draw a card.
That's your second action. Is there anything that can help you investigate?
I only got evade. Cunning distraction.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
going well, guys.
Well, what?
Can we start acting like ghosts and distract them?
So I have what to investigate
4.
for? My thing is
It's
2.
It's a 2.
You need to get rid of Racked by Nightmares.
I'll take those off. I'll take
You
what's
can't.
the worst
You
one?
haven't got anything to spend from it though.
I've got my resources.
Yeah, that just
It's
gives you resources.
2
You
actions.
can't-
2 action. I don't have any actions.
You got 1 to draw. So you got how many? You got 2 actions left. Is that? What was your first
Oh,
action?
no.
Played the
My first
cash.
action was.
Played the cash. That gets you those.
Mhm.
So there's 2 actions left in it.
Use 2 action to get rid of one of these guys.
Yeah.
Get rid of Racked by Nightmares,
Get
because
rid of
it's
Back by Nightmares.
keeping Duke out of the game.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. Not he'll ready in the keep phase. So that's your turn. That's 2 actions. So monsters. You think Starseeker does come after you?
No,
I'm
he's not a
dead.
hunter.
Yep.
Why does he go after her?
Hunter. It moves to the next. It moves. To
It's
the
not a
nearest.
hunter, though.
Is it not?
No,
It's only retaliate. No, I do tell a lie. Sorry.
it does nothing. It stays there.
It stays where it is. Yes. Okay. Upkeep phase. You can ready Duke. It's ready Duke.
I don't know.
Let's ready Duke.
Don't.
Dog. Ready. Draw and resource.
Oh,
Resource.
and how do I do it? Just press
1,
button.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you need 6. So get rid of 2 of these. Just there you go.
Okay.
And
You want me to
New
roll
turn.
another? Should
hold
I
on,
add
So-
was there anything on here? No. So Doom.
Doom gets to 4.
So these will go away. Someone can read this.
Shuffle the encounter discard pile onto the top of the encounter deck, then discard the top until the location is discarded.
Oops, sorry, that's only one back in. It's Endless Bridge,
The lead investigator,
who is now Tanny.
who is now
Right.
Tanny,
I am me.
resolves the location's revelation effect.
So put it in and lose 2 resources.
I lose 2 resources.
You drop him off the bridge.
That's fine. Next
Um,
part.
Check the campaign log. If at least one name is recorded under Sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth.
What?
Jeff?
What?
Yes. Yes.
Ben?
Yes.
Could you read this thing?
One
No.
moment. It's not zooming for me. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So, you hear a familiar voice calling out to you, and you enter an impossibly shaped building of cracked stone. No, don't, the voice cries. You rush forward toward the voice down a set of steep and narrow stairs. Upon reaching the bottom, you find yourself in a hidden chamber from Dunwich. Bound by shackles, you see those you failed to save. Bloodied and maimed, a creature with a man's face feeds from a corpse on the ground. The head of the corpse turns to face you, and a sharp pain stabs your heart.
Jeff, how many names are listed under Sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth?
2. We've got 2 names.
So Tanny needs to make a willpower check versus 2.
And 4. And for each one you fail by, take 1 damage.
Oh.
Alright. So that's a fail. That's by 2. So that's fail by 2. So take 2 damage.
What's this? Ah! Oh. I had the cultist. What's that mean?
And then,
no, you drew. Yeah.
And then Ben, if you'd be so kind as to read "Breaking Through."
And breaking through. Throughout this warped dimension, no matter where you travel, there is a haunting shape in the distance. At first, it appears as a daze, like a black moon with many wriggling arms. But as time passes, you can tell it's growing larger and larger.
Well,
So that's fun.
That's nice.
Encounter card for Tanny. I'm going to shuffle it again because. Yep, go on. Vast expanse.
Kodab says, "It's fine. Everything's fine."
1, 2, 3. Test willpower 4. Where? So for each point you fail by, take 1 horror.
what?
So you need to test your willpower, your head.
Still gotta draw again.
Yep.
Hell the thing.
Shard value of your location, which is 4.
So -4. So 4 minus 4 is 0,
So you take 4 horror.
which
And
kills
Tanny's
you.
out as well. Yep.
We is all dead, Jeff.
We is all dead.
Ah! Now let me do these things. Let me do these things.
Hold on, I've got a thing to read.
Hang on a minute before you read thing.
Oh, that actually scared me. That actually scared me.
By the way, have a look at what's on the current agenda.
Sorry, have a look at what's where.
That was what was coming.
The key and the gate. Revelation. Spawn the set-aside Yog-Sothoth enemy at the edge of the universe. If the edge of the universe is not in play, spawn it at another dimension instead. Advance to Agenda 4A.
Nope.
The end of all things. The shape in the distance smashes through the barriers of this dimension, its many arms reaching to envelop everything you see. Its mouth is like an ooze covered with eyes and mouths. You feel
like my Tinder profile.
You feel insignificant, like a bug next to this creature's terrifying grandeur. After you are moved from a location by an encounter card, take 1 horror. If Yog-Sothoth it went away. If Yog-Sothoth is defeated, progress to something.
Yeah, and this Yog-Sothoth. Yog-Sothoth attacks 4 and 5 horrors, by the way. So yeah, we were up against it. Before resolving any other one investigator was defeated, the defeated investigators read investigation defeat first. Where did you come from? Why are you here? Are you dreaming, or is this place real? Now that you think about it, haven't you been here before? Or perhaps you've been here all along. Now you remember this is your real home. The path you now walk is but one ledge with many more below. You have only to fall and you'll be where you belong. One more step. Each defeated investigator is killed.
Oh.
If no resolution was reached, each investigation was defeated, and the investigators were Act 1, 2, or 3. In the scenario ended, go to Resolution 4. The sorcerers from Dunwich, seeking arcane power from this realm, have accomplished what Wilbur and Old Whately could not. Through blood sacrifice and indescribable experiments, the dark power the sorcerers sought is now within their reach. However, they will never get the chance to truly wield this power.
I'm right down there.
His father had drawn the creature forth from its extra-dimensional realm. Yog-Sothoth emerges from the open rift above Sentinel Hill, blotting out the sky and enveloping the world. Now it has come to Earth and it rules where she once trod. In your campaign log, record that Yog-Sothoth tore apart the barriers between worlds and became one with all reality. The investigators lose the campaign.
We lost,
They
guys.
get- Sorry.
Yay!
Thank you, Simon.
Oh dear.
Codab Games says, yay.
Yay.
Hooray.
Tanny has flipped the table in a rage.
Well, let me look at the Arkham advertiser because there's more story. We can either.
Where's the
There's-
table? I've lost the
It's
table.
gone. It's right at the bottom. So, upcoming stories we can play. There's a new production at the Arkham Playhouse of The King in Yellow. There's an expedition which I believe is going to Peru. Or there's a soiree at the high-class cult Lodge of the Silver Twilight. So we can decide where
So,
our journeys take us
I'm-
next.
I'm just gonna go now. It's just awfully like it's time to just leave, y'all.
Yeah. Kind of
Let's get the
have
heck
to
out of here.
agree.
Good game, guys. Good game.
What's going on? I'm confused. I'm just here for my dog, guys. I'm just here for my dog.
It's okay, Tanny. We're in this together. It's okay.
I was
It's-
just walking out.
It's okay, Tanny. The world.
It's just Jeff. It's all his fault.
It's okay, Tanny. The world has ended. It's fine.
The next game we'll play is all about My Little Pony.
Guys in the chat, thank you so much for joining us tonight. If, as I mentioned earlier when we went on a bit of a break, if you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way that you guys know when we go live. On Sunday, I will be back with Tanny and Ben as we continue the Tomb of Annihilation as the Modrons attack. On Monday, on the Minecraft server, Sean and myself will be joined by Chris and Michael as we continue the Sky Factory server. I'm hoping to get a chocolate factory going, and Michael is working on nuclear power.
And that's in real life.
So hopefully I can get the chocolate factory going before he explodes the server and causes the entire Sky Factory progress to go away. Hopefully I can get the chocolate factory and the marshmallow factory and the graham crackers factory all going. And then we can make s'mores.
There
Never
would be
tried
instant
s'mores.
s'mores.
Never tried s'mores before.
Well, we
We
can,
will have to indulge you. We will teach you the ways.
between making those, I can make s'mores and then more s'mores and then more s'more schmingers.
I can just make a mess.
On Friday next week, Jeff and I will be back with Ben as we play the A-Team Continues.
I had plans for you guys.
And
Oh,
we have
really?
we have to deal with a certain cybernetic threat.
You're
Oh,
dealing
no.
with my bros, guys. You're dealing with Orion's.
Orion's
bros.
brothers.
Nothing holy fire can't deal with.
Have you seen how that works with the Terminator, right? That's...
Yes, they melt.
And then Sunday that week, we'll be back with the last Storm King's Thunder game before MCM Comic-Con. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for fun announcements at Sunday's game as well, because there will be them. They will be there. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. We'll see you guys real soon, and I'm just going to switch across to the credits, because we've got some credits
Why
to
not?
roll.
Ooh, swifty.
Yeah.
Or we would do if the button was there.
Like a swifty.
There it is.
Failing again.
Yeah, fucking technology, motherfucker.
We'll see you guys real soon. Bye.
Bye bye.